Quickly, let me show you something on the Champions League table very fast. I know you will love to see this. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the top 8 teams currently sitting on top of the Champions League table. Top 8 on the Champions League table. These are the teams that might possibly qualify to the round of 16 of this current Champions League season. 5 among these top 8 teams is from Premier League. 5 among these top 8 teams. We have Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Newcastle from Premier League. Then Bayern Munich, PSG, and Real Madrid. Now let's go to the Premier League very fast. Tottenham is currently sitting on the 14th place on the Champions League table. Tottenham, they struggle for survival. They are struggling to win games there in the Premier League, but they are flourishing in the Champions League. You can see how easy the Champions League is. Now let's move further. Newcastle is sitting at the 8th place on the Premier League table, but flourishing. They are among the top 8 teams on the Champions League table, flourishing in the Champions League, but suffering there in the Premier League. Now let's move further. We have Chelsea sitting at the 6th place on the Premier League table, but among the top 8 teams there on the Champions League table, flourishing in the Champions League, but suffering. Inconsistency won't finish Chelsea for Premier League. Let's move further. We have Liverpool sitting at the 4th place on the Premier League table, but flourishing in the Champions League, sitting among the top 8 teams there on the Champions League. Let's move further. If not for Man City